Good morning, or is it evening, or is it afternoon? You know what, I really can't tell anymore. I don't know. Our travel agent journey has brought us to a brand new location. We're no longer in the office. Can you see where we are? We are in the Yukon. Welcome to the Yukon. Now, some of you may be wondering, what is the Yukon? Where is the Yukon? Well, if you look at the map, New Brunswick is way down in the corner of Canada. We're down by the Atlantic Ocean, and the Yukon is on the complete other side. It is way up top in the top left corner of the map, way up in what is called the Arctic, way up near the other ocean at the top. And the Yukon is an amazing place where you can do all kinds of amazing things. And you know what? The amazing part about the Yukon is that in the summer, you can do all of these things all day. And you can do all of these things all night. Some of the great things to do in the Yukon are you can go hiking and biking, canoeing, you can hunt for gold, there are all kinds of animals to go and explore, you can go fishing, there are all kinds of fun things to do. And in the summertime, you can do them all the time because the sun is always shining. In the summertime, it never gets dark. Night never comes. It is always dark, or always bright and sun shining in the summertime. All day and all night, the sun is up in the sky. You never know when it's bedtime or when it's time to wake up, or you never know when it's time to eat. You just do those things when your body tells you to. Do you want to see a video about the Yukon so you can see what it looks like at nighttime and during the daytime? I think that's a good idea. Watch this and see if you can tell what time of the day people are doing all of these activities. That video came from the Yukon's Travel website. Isn't it cool? Now I get to be here and spend all kinds of time doing all the fun things that there is to do in the Yukon. I'm going to go climb a mountain, I'm going to go canoe the Yukon River, I'm going to go look for gold because there used to be lots of gold in the Yukon and I'm hoping to be able to find a little bit more. This whole sun never going down thing reminds me a little bit of today's story and the miracle that Jesus did in today's story. Why don't you go and watch what Jesus did, the miracle that he did, and I'm going to go climb up a mountain. Actually, the disciples climbed a mountain in today's story too. Watch this.
One day, Jesus led 3 of his disciples, Peter, James, and John, up on a high mountain to pray. The disciples fell fast asleep. As Jesus prayed, his appearance suddenly changed. His face was shining like the sun, and his clothes were as white as the light. The disciples woke up and saw Moses and Elijah talking with Jesus. Peter said, "Lord, it is good for us to be here. If you want, I will set up 3 tents here, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." While Peter was still speaking, a bright cloud suddenly covered them. A voice from the cloud said, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Listen to him." The disciples heard this and fell face down. They were terrified. Jesus came up and touched them. "Get up," he said. "Don't be afraid." When the disciples looked up, they did not see Moses or Elijah anymore. They only saw Jesus. As they were coming down the mountain, Jesus said to them, "Don't tell anyone what you saw until the Son of Man is raised from the dead." The disciples did not tell anyone, but they wondered what Jesus meant. They asked him, "Why do the scribes say that Elijah must come before the Messiah comes?" Jesus explained that Elijah had already come. That is, a prophet like Elijah had come. The people did not recognize him as a prophet and they mistreated him. Jesus said, "In the same way, the Son of Man is going to suffer at their hands." Then the disciples realized Jesus was talking about John the Baptist. Jesus showed his glory to Peter, James, and John. Jesus said he would die, rise from the dead, and return to heaven. One day, Jesus will come back to earth in his glory to make all things new.
In that story, Jesus' followers said that Jesus' face shone like the sun. Another one of his followers said his clothes were whiter than any person could ever clean them to be, or that they even shone like a light. Jesus showed his disciples his glory. It was bright and intense, but this was more than just a light. Jesus is more than a good man or a good person or a wise teacher. Jesus is God. When Peter, James, and John saw Jesus in all of his glory, in all of his brightness, they got to see who Jesus really is more clearly than ever before. Jesus is the Son of God. And that's why Jesus performed so many miracles. That's why he helped people who were hurting. That's why he fed thousands of people with a little bit of food. That's how he could walk on water. That's how he could stop wind and rain just by telling it to stop. He could do all of those things because he is the Son of God, and he did all of those things to prove and to show to his disciples, his followers, and to us that he is the Son of God. That what he does is, what he says is true. That the disciples could believe him. That we can believe him. And he told his disciples to trust him, and we need to trust Jesus too. Jesus said that one day he will come back to earth and he will show everyone his glory. He will show everyone what he showed Peter, James, and John. He will show them that he radiates, that he is bright, that he is just like radiating light like the sun. And we can trust that Jesus, when Jesus said that he is going to come back to earth, he also said that he is going to take us on a trip. He is going to take us on a trip to heaven. And we can trust that that is going to happen because Jesus performed all of these miracles and proved that he is the Son of God by doing all of these miracles like the one that he did today. So everybody, you can trust in Jesus. You can trust and know that he is the Son of God because he showed his glory to his disciples, and he will return one day to show us his glory as well. Let's trust in Jesus all the time. I'm going to go and explore a little bit more of the Yukon and have some fun, so I will talk to you all later. Bye!